Christmas trees are great. They symbolize a time for festivities and celebration. However, when you use the term "my dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree," not so good. In fact, that's a time for concern. To the untrained eye, these warning lights can cause anxiety or perhaps even, unnecessary change oil. And that could take a lot of counseling. A lot of counseling. Look, I exaggerate, but you catch my drift. There is no shortage of light sources coming from your car. However, these small little lights on your dash, these could be worrisome because, well, they're telling you that there is something possibly wrong with your car or you forgot to disengage something. Worry not, we're here to help. I will admit, you don't really need to watch this video. All the dashboard warning lights are listed in your owner's manual anyway. But we're saving you a trip to your car wherein you have to actually read the manual. Psh, who needs a manual? We're men, we don't need manuals. Maybe that's why women live so much longer than us. Either you watch this video or you dig through the manual, you're gonna learn something today, boy. Now note that just before you start your car, the lights will come on. It is important to remember that just because these lights are on while your engine is off, doesn't mean there is something wrong with your car. Once you start your engine, the lights should turn off, unless there is something really wrong with your car. To keep things simple, we're going to divide the list in two. You've got minor and then major warning lights. So let's get to it. So first, you've got your low priority dashboard lights. These are your everyday warning lights, sort of like when your mother nags you over and over again to do the same thing. They just basically have your best interest at heart. So for your front lights, there are three specific symbols of three varying colors. The first is the park light indicator. This means that only the position lights of your car are switched on. The symbol also stands for lights on, which means your car's lights are on. Then in green, you have the low beam indicator, which means your headlights are on in the low beam position. Then in blue, you have the high beam position. Your car can also come with fog lamps, and this light right here, denoted by this symbol, indicates that your array of fog lights are open. Just like your headlights, there is some color coding going on. So if it's green, it's your front. If it's orange, it's for your rear. Oh, as much as possible, please note the orange fog lamp light in your dash, as the brightness of it may distract other drivers at night. Then you've got signal lights, the rarest light to turn on in the Philippines, or BMW owners really. Need we say more? Then you've got your handbrake warning light, which is pretty straightforward. It's an exclamation point in the center of a circle flanked by two curved lines. Is nothing more than your handbrake or park or e-brake being engaged. If you start rolling, your car will likely make an audible beep that will tell you to put your handbrake down. The next most common warning light is your seatbelt light. The car will tell you to fasten your seatbelt so your mother doesn't have to. It is the law after all. To make it go away, fasten your seatbelt. Simple and effective. Some cars will come with a snazzy warning that tells you if your window washer fluid is running low. The only concern that you have with this light is to refill the reservoir or risk seeing bug and bird poop on your windshield for an extended period of time. Ew. Now this light indicates your door or trunk is open or ajar. Sometimes a door may be ajar or not fully closed. To make this light go away, just close all the doors. Got it? Got it? Good. On a more serious note, here are the more important dash lights that you need to remember. Now, when these lights go on, there is something definitely wrong with your automobile or something needs to be changed. Now, while these lights may go away, it is not uncommon that they could come back if you don't have it properly fixed. This dreaded orange light means that you will need to fill up your car's tank as soon as possible. E does not mean, kaya pa yan. No. When this orange light comes on, however, it depends on how much fuel is left inside your automobile. This light is a bit ambiguous, mainly because it doesn't really tell you much about what exactly is wrong with the engine, but also it doesn't necessarily tell you if you can go home or not. See, there are a lot of cars with advanced systems that can tell you what exactly is wrong with your car. For most of us, this is all we've got. The bottom line is that if you see this light, run for the casa, or at least switch your car on and off to maybe clear the error. Oil is essential to running your car. And there is a sensor inside the engine that monitors the oil pressure that is going through the oil lines. If there is a drop in pressure or a surge in pressure, this light will come on. Now there could be a blockage or there could be something wrong with your oil pump. Seek help from a certified mechanic as soon as possible. High temps are also pretty bad, and so is low oil, and there is an indicator for this as well. If the oil light is red, that means pressure is low, but if it's orange, the temperature high or the oil level is low. Now, this symbol is to let you know that there is something wrong with your battery or alternator. It could mean that your battery is on its way out or your car's electrical systems might need work. If you see this light stay on for an extended period of time, there is something wrong with your ABS system and you'll have to bring it to your service center. Now, if you see this, it could mean that your airbag is not in working order and you might need to get it checked by the dealer or service center. Now, for some cars, this light can also indicate that your seat belts need checking. A supplementary light that comes with this is the passenger airbag off light. It just means that you don't have a passenger or you do have a passenger and it's off or on. There are different ways that this light tells you what's happening. The first is blinking. If you see this light blinking, that means that you're driving too hard or your car's in a sticky situation. If you see the light stay on for a long period of time, then you've got to get your car checked. Unless, of course, you turn the system off because you want to drive like a bat out of hell. Either way, be cautious. Now, most especially in cars that find themselves stuck in traffic 90% of the time, the cooling system is very important. Your engine isn't receiving enough airflow, so the fans have to work double time and your coolant must be flowing smoothly through the system. If your car is overheating, this light will pop up. If it does, the coolant system of your car needs to be serviced, or something in your engine does. Either way, get it checked. The same can be said about your transmission temperature warning. If you're really banging on the gears, that creates friction, and that in turn can crank your transmission temperatures up and over safe operating temperatures. Modern cars have an electric motor that helps you steer, and when this light turns on, it means that you have a feature we'd like to call powis steering, or at the very least, the system is malfunctioning and needs a trained mechanic. You may think that this looks like the e-brake warning, but it's not. These are little nubs at the bottom. This warning is pointing you towards your tire. It's either you have a flat tire or your pressure is low. Go to a gasoline station, pump it up with air, or plug the leak. If your tire is worn out though, replace it at a tire center. Some cars will come with a keyless entry system, and it's all sunshine and rainbows until that key fob runs out of battery and you need to start your car. If that happens, your car will notify you when the fob is low on power via this symbol. It's easy. Go to the hardware store, get the key sorted, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Now yes, this isn't a comprehensive list of all the dashboard warning lights that are out there. I mean, there are so many dashboards and systems out there that it would be hard to create one list with all of them there. This at the very least are the basics that you should know as a car owner. If you'd like to do more research, do please head on over to AutoDeal.com.ph where that information is readily available for everybody. And perhaps armed with that information, you'd be ready to make a purchase on your first car. Thanks for joining us everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.